Welcome to the Melanated World Network. Produced by DM3 Entertainment. Letting you know that melanin is sexy. And learn to love melanin masculinity. And letting the ladies know that virtuous femininity is your superpower. And encouraging men to be on their purpose. And the ultimate goal is a melanated nuclear family by any means necessary. So sit back and enjoy yourself, and you might learn something. What's up, world? I'm back with another video, and I'm still on my Donald Trump, shit. So I'm definitely trying to make y'all understand that if you are a melanated American, aka black man, aka African American, you got to get off this foolishness of thinking that Republicans is who you need to be messing with and you need to be dealing with on a regular basis, because they're not the ones that you really need to be messing with. Now, I done posted my videos on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, different things of that nature, and some of my friends, some of my fraternity brothers, some of them kind of can't understand why a melanated American like myself would tell you that you should be supporting Donald Trump and you should support Republicans and get off of the Democrats' tit, because they haven't been treating you like their child. They've been treating you like their adopted stepchild, worse than Cinderella got treated by her 3 sisters before the ball. And what we all need to start understanding as melanated Americans is that following the Democrats is not going to get you anywhere. It hasn't got us anywhere, and it's not going to get us anywhere. All they do is give you promises after promises after promises and just use you like a lapdog and use you like a mule in the field. So without further ado, I'm not going to get too much talking no more for this one. I'm going to hit you with different TikTok videos once again, react to them and tell you what I think of them and what you should be thinking about them. And with this one that's about to come up, I tell the African American people, come on, y'all got to wake up, because if the LGBT young men can be awoke and understand that the Democratic Party is not what you need to be following, then you, as a straight American man and a melanated American man, should know that you should not be following behind these Democrats. So I'm not going to say too much more. I'm going to let these young men speak, and you check out what he got to say, because he's saying a whole bunch and it's definitely needed to be heard. So let's go.
As a black conservative, liberal Democrats are a bigger threat to my life than a white supremacist. Mainly because liberal Democrats are the white supremacists. If you're calling me a traitor to my race and trying to shut my speech down simply because I don't subscribe to being a victim who needs your help, you are a white supremacist. I don't think you have privilege over me simply because of your skin color. I do think I can be successful regardless of any obstacles in my life. Stop thinking I need your help. I don't think you're supreme to me. Get over yourself.
Now, hopefully you understood what that young man was trying to tell you. That, they love to use their card, the race card, all the time, saying that Republicans are racist. They hate you. Republicans are the white supremacists. This is the card they use all the time on you, because they know that they can use your emotional ties to racism to win you over and to keep them in power. But what this young man has said, and what you should understand, is that the true white supremacists are the Democrats, because they are saying without the help of them, then you as a black American, a melanated American, cannot survive. So that's showing you that they think that they are superior over you. And you should stop letting them feel that way by start saying, hey, you think that I can't do it without you? Well, I'm going to start voting for my ancestors' party, the Republicans, and let's see how well I do without you. And this is the way you, as a people, need to start understanding this. Stop being blindly following, being a bunch of non-brain using individuals and thinking that you're supposed to just do what the Democrats say do every time. And you say, oh, Trump is so bad. Trump is bad. Anybody they don't like, they always want to say they're racist, they're racist, they're racist. But you know the old saying, the one that always using something or saying something, the first one to say something, then they're the individual that actually is that individual doing such a thing. So I say, and this is my personal opinion, that the Democrats are the racists. If y'all do y'all history, y'all will understand that. And we're about to go into this next video where these young ladies are going to give you a history lesson and make you understand that stop being connected at the hip to the Democrats because they are no good for you black people. So I'm not going to say much with this one. I'm going to let them say something, and you need to listen and listen good. Let's go.
Black Americans are voting Democrat at a rate of 90%.
Yes.
And despite that, 38% of black children are living in poverty.
Yes.
73% of black mothers are single mothers.
Yes.
40% of government assistance cases are black Americans.
Yes.
Do you think that the Democratic Party is serving black Americans well?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
You agree?
And you have to remember that it was the Republican Party that started. In the beginning, black people was for the Republicans. And what year? I don't remember when it got turned around. But right, yes.
Under Johnson.
Under Johnson.
When he signed
right.
the welfare bill.
The New Deal.
Yes,
Yeah.
the New Deal. Yeah. Thank you.
I know my history.
Thank you. I don't remember
What is your name?
as well.
Alberta Frederick. Black people voted Republican. In fact, in fact, they was the ones who, when Lincoln was in office, black people was all in that office until Woodrow Wilson, the Democrat, took him out. The racist that he was, okay, he took him out, left one, and he had to share the party that he was in, share whatever office that he is in with a Democrat white person, okay? That was Woodrow Wilson who did that. And then the ones that was Democrats and they were black, they were the slave owners, because almost 4,000 blacks were slave owners, and they treated the blacks treated their slaves worse than the white man. And at the same time, not only was the white man 10% of the white population that was slave owners, the one that was pushing up right behind them with the most slaves was the Cherokee Indians. Okay, that's my family. And then the third ones was the black Americans that was here. That was the free men, the free slaves, and the free men, the former slaves, and the free men. They was the one who ran the Republican Party, okay, until Woodrow Wilson. And at the same time, like I said, the vast majority of your black slave owners was the Democrats.
That's right.
Yeah, were the Democrats.
A lot of people don't realize that the KKK was an arm of the Democratic
They was and then at the same time they became even more popular under LBJ.
Right.
And then at the same time, because he was a Ku Klux Klan, and I remember because I was 13 years old when I went to that Civil Rights March. Okay, when Martin Luther King, who was a Republican.
That's right.
Who was a Republican. All right. The thing is that most of your entertainers, black entertainers and stuff like that, they're all voted Republican. And the reason why a lot of the Democrats get into office, because when blacks was able to vote, okay, when they were able to vote, and they knew the Democrats knew that the black people held Republican tickets, they took their tickets out of their hands and put two Democrats in the box. Okay, that's how they got back into the office. The Democrats. Okay, that's how they really remain. Because they stuffed up the ballot box. Just like Al Gore, who was Ku Klux Klan, his father, when LBJ was signing the Civil Rights Bill, his father, the Grand Wizard, okay, was out there having a fit, doing their filibuster.
I think she could teach a course.
Yes, she can. Yes.
Could I ask you a couple questions? Because if I may, I voted Democrat my whole life because I believed that they cared about gay people. I believe that they cared about black people, about brown people. I don't believe that anymore. I walked away from the Democratic Party. I created something called the Walkaway Campaign.
Okay. You started it?
I started it. Have you heard of it?
Yes. I heard.
Candace Owens and all the folks. Yeah.
Yes. So we made a movie called The Great Awakening, Breaking the Chains of the Democratic Party. It's made with the testimonials of 20 black Americans who have walked away. It's amazing. Why are 90% of black people still voting Democrat when the Democrats don't care?
Because the Democrats made it seem like under LBJ that they was becoming like the Republican. Never mind, the Republican never gave you welfare.
Right.
They never gave you welfare, and the black people said, "Oh well, we needed welfare." No, you never did. We was doing fine without it.
That's right.
I think so too.
So much fine without it. But since when people know that, because even Booker T. Washington, he talked about why he noticed that how when he did the Tuskegee Institute thing, you had to make your own bed. Okay, so when the rich people wanted to send their kids there, he told them I guess they put in a note they didn't want the child to do this and this thing that. He just looked at it, tossed it away, and told the kid, "You want a bed? Here's the wood. Okay, make your own bed." He said,
I love that.
and then at the same time, Frederick Douglasson always said, "You want to help the black man? Don't, because they know you give somebody something all the time, just like a child.
Right. They don't want to do
You
nothing
get some
for it.
right. Earn your keep."
And don't you remember that phrase, teach a man to fish?
Right, you teach them how to fish.
You don't give him a fish.
Okay? Because even Jesus said when they was up after he fed the 5,000, and then they come to far and they want to hear. He said, "No, you came to me not because you wanted to hear what I have to say and this thing, because I fed you."
Right.
So they want to get fed again for free.
Don't you think it's time for a change?
I do. I really think it's time for a change.
Yeah. And this guy Cuomo, I remember his father. His father was nothing.
Right. Really? Yes. I do agree.
His father was nothing. And he's worse than his father. Talking about he doesn't want a conservative in this, not welcome here. Well, look, I'm not Borg. You ever watch Star Trek?
I don't.
Oh, well, I saw Star Trek.
Right.
I am not a Borg.
Right.
Okay? Now you go look at Star Trek and find out what a Borg is.
Yes,
No?
they conform.
I am not a Borg. I'm allowed to have my own mind. I'm allowed to be an individual. God made me an individual. He didn't make me a conglomerate. Okay? If I don't like your thinking, some people say, "Oh, all of us black people got to stick together."
No,
I said, "No,
I don't
I'm not
agree
going to
with
stick
that.
together with you because one, just like all black people don't look alike, I don't have to do what you're doing."
I don't see a D stamped on your forehead.
No. I
at all.
teach my child the color is not a hindrance. You don't go out there and read a book and study like you're supposed to. Okay? Nobody owes you anything.
Now, hopefully, you listen to those elders and those young ladies telling you what time it was and making you know the history. Because honestly, a lot of people don't know the history of the Democratic Party. They don't know the history of the Republican Party. They don't know the history of anything but what the news is constantly telling you what you should believe. Oh, Trump is evil. Oh, Trump is a racist. Oh, the Democrats are racist. The Democrats don't want to help black people. The Democrats this. The Democrats are the ones to help. And if I said Democrats, I meant to say Republicans when it comes to them saying that the Republicans are racist. No, Republicans are not racist. They are no more racist than black people, because black people, we as a people want to help the one who looks like yourself. That's just a natural human instinct to help those who look like you. And the thing is, melanated Americans need to start realizing that we got to start helping our own by voting with our brains and not with our hearts and with our feelings. And with these young ladies, they broke it down to you and made you understand that we don't need a handout. We just need to be left alone and let us do what we need to do to move forward and stop having our lips on the tit of the Democratic Party. always being fed by them. We don't need to be fed by them. What we need to be doing is being independent and doing what we need to do as a people. And if you guys continue to keep on voting every 4 years for Democrats, you will never get where you need to be as a people. And I'm going to go into this next video and I'm going to show you by you keep messing with Biden, you keep messing with the Democrats, you're going to keep getting treated like the Hawaiians and every other people that's coming here illegally, where they're going to get all the money. And the people who grew up in this country, have died in this country, have fought for this country, they're going to treat us like second-class citizens and are going to give all the money to the foreigners, give all the money to the illegals coming into this country. Y'all got to stop it. Y'all got to start realizing that the Democrat is not where you need to be. You need to return to the Republican Party. You need to return to going to people that's going to do something for you. Now, I can just keep talking and talking and talking, but I'm not. I'm going to let this next video come in, and y'all need to pay attention to that one. And hopefully you paid attention to every video that's been played so far.
People are walking away from this war for good reasons. A person who works all his life and then tries to draw on Social Security can expect a monthly payment of probably $1,400. We hand every alleged asylum seeker, illegal migrant pouring into the border in Texas or wherever else, we hand them when they get there $2,200. And we put them on that $2,200 diet from there on out per month. Yet somebody who works all his life, retires and draws Social Security gets $1,400. The Afghans who were hanging on to the planes in Kabul trying to come to the United States, when they arrived, they received $2,200 a month. The president announced yesterday that the people that have lost everything in Hawaii are going to receive a one-time payment of $700. I haven't been to Hawaii in a long time. I'm not even sure I've ever been there, but I know that $700 isn't going to take care of a family for very long.
No.
But in the meantime, hundreds of millions, billions of dollars continue to flow into this black hole called Ukraine, which I think is an exercise in fraud, deceit, and criminality, to be blunt. So when's it going to stop? When are we going to take care of Hawaii? Let's go back to Ohio, where we had the derailment and the chemical spill. 4,000 human beings living in this area. The water is still not fit to drink, as I understand it. We wouldn't even invest the money to move those people to a safer area, even if it meant temporary housing or permanent housing, until this thing was cleaned up. What have we done? This is the problem. It is America last.
Now, hopefully you understood that and how he ended America last. You keep messing with the Democrats, black people, thinking that they got your best heart at interests. I mean, they got your best interests at heart. You're going to end up with nothing at the end of the day, because they're worried about everybody else but the American. And like he said, America last. And now we're going to go and we're going to watch this next video, and it's going to show you a foreigner speaking on how the fact that we as Americans were way better. We were in a greater situation with Donald Trump. Yeah, it hurts you on the inside to hear that. You people have Trump deranged syndrome. Y'all get crazy every time y'all hear the word Trump. But the fact of the matter is, the man did his job. And people have to get out of their feelings. If you have a president that puts America first, then this is what you should be dealing with. You don't care about what the Democrats are telling you. They pull at your heartstrings. They're always talking about how somebody is bad for you. How do they know? They're not you. They don't live the plight of the black man in America. They don't know what we go through day after day after day. So how are they going to tell you who you need to vote for? Who's going to be good for you? If you're intelligent like I am, you'll look and see to the fact of the matter is we were doing just fine with Donald Trump, and we'll do just fine with Trump back in office in the next 4 years. And if y'all are smart like I'm smart, and hopefully the Republican Party is smart, they'll put Ramaswamy as the vice president with Donald Trump. And then when Donald Trump does his 4 years, let Swami, can't even say his name right, but y'all know who I'm talking about, the other colored brother, give him his 8 years, and America will be right back where they need to be. You know, being where we supposed to be, America first, and stop worrying about everybody else.
So if you were in charge of NATO, if you were, say, Joe Biden, what would your next move be in the war in Ukraine?
Peace, immediately. Call back Trump. That's the only way out. The best foreign policy of the recent several decades belonged to him. He did not initiate any new war.
Yes.
He treated nicely the North Koreans and Russia, even the Chinese, you know. He delivered a policy which was the best one for Middle East, Abraham Accords.
Yes.
So that was a very good foreign policy. He's criticized that he's not educated enough to understand the world. But this is not the case. Facts count. And his foreign policy was the best one for the world in the last several decades I have seen. And if he would have been the president at the moment of the Russian invasion started, no, it would be not possible to do that by the Russians. So Trump is the man who can save the Western world and probably the human beings in the globe as well.
Because this next video I'm about to show you, y'all keep on holding on to the Democrats, and I'm going to give you an example how the Democrats, they don't even know what their country's all about. They don't even know what this country stands for. And here's an example how they'll talk a bunch of rhetoric, but they don't even know the principles of the country, and people want to follow behind a Democrat that used to be a charlatan, a con man, always running after something to make himself popular. So I'm not going to say much more, and I'm going to let you hear this. Now check it out. Hit the clip.
We thought we lived in a democracy with a balance of powers between three branches of government. We didn't think the Supreme Court, the Congress, and the voters could be told, we're going to tell you all, take a hike, we'll shut it all down if we don't have it our way. Come on, Congressman, that's not what this country's supposed to be about.
Hey, Al, just a reminder, this isn't a democracy, it's a republic. And we're reflective of the people that we represent.
Oh, this is not a democracy.
And it's a republic, Al. Look at the Constitution.
The ideal of a democracy is universal equality. The ideal of a constitutional republic is individual liberty. A democracy always degenerates into dictatorship, which promises government-guaranteed equality and security, but it delivers nothing but poverty and serfdom for the people it robs and rules. America was founded as a constitutional republic to safeguard the liberties of the people against the tyranny of democracy or of one-man dictatorship. In this century, great strides have been made toward the goal of subverting our republic into a democracy. The foremost tactic of the subverters is subversion of language. By calling America a democracy until people thoughtlessly accept and use the term, the totalitarians have obscured the real meaning of our principles of government.
Now, hopefully y'all got that and y'all understood that the wordplay of the Democrats are playing with y'all minds. Constantly saying a democracy, 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 when in actuality, that's not what America is. And y'all keep going down that road, like he said, it will turn into a dictatorship. You will slowly start to lose the rights that you have in the Constitution because you keep falling behind these con men and con women known as Democrats. And this is the reason why I keep making videos like this, even though little bits of people are seeing them, but hopefully it gets into the algorithm, and that's why I need y'all help. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and also share this video on YouTube, TikTok, and everything else you can share it on, because we as Americans have to wake up and realize the Democrats ain't the ticket, people. Y'all got to stop messing with them. They don't think of America being first. They think about their pockets being first, about their power being first. And you guys keep on following behind that, thinking that's the way. And I'm going to hit you with this last video. It's on the funny side, but at the same time, this is the biggest reason why we as melanated Americans got to get out of the brainwashing of the Democrats and vote for Donald Trump or a Republican that has our best interests at heart, because as this clip's going to tell you, We need a winner in office. We do not need a bunch of losers and a bunch of people that want to fill their pockets, because that's what the Democrats are doing, filling their pockets. Because if y'all don't know, and hopefully y'all do know, Biden has been going around sticking money in his pockets with his son. And hopefully that's going to come to light soon, now and not later. But check out this last clip. And I'm glad you followed me so far to this end. But check out this clip. And like I said, this is the reason I'm making these videos. You may not like it, but Donald Trump and the Republicans is where you need to be to make this country what it's supposed to be. Now check out the clip.
All right, winners aren't losers, by Donald J. Trump. Winners aren't losers, they're winners, like me. A loser's a loser. Which one will you be? Good. Winners do deals and winners get rich, while sad little losers just sit there and bitch.
Could be a good seller.
My daughter loves it. The dog is a loser, and frankly, I pity it. This dog did bad deals. This dog is an idiot. And poor Mr. Bear, he must feel like a loser, valeting that 2006 PT Cruiser. This lobster's a loser. Throw him in the pot. I like a lobster who doesn't get caught. Those losers are failures who get nothing done. Just do what I do and you'll be number one. Now, here are some frogs I do not like at all. We must kick these frogs out and then build a wall. Oh, the places you'll go on your yacht, on your plane, with your suits from Milan and your wives from Ukraine. Oh, the buildings you'll build, oh, the wealth you'll amass, oh, the people around you all kissing your ass. There are two kinds of people. Which one will you be? A loser like them? Would you like to finish? Or a winner?
Like me.
Donald Trump, everybody. Thank you.
So I'll end the video just like that. And if you want 4 more years of goodness and another 8 after that, you need to mess with Donald Trump. You need to mess with my man Vivek Ramaswamy. Hopefully I said that right, but I probably did not. But remember, people, you're an American. You may be a melanated, black, African American, whatever you want to call yourself, but you're an American. And remember, if America's doing good, you're doing good. Yes, there's injustices in this country. There are injustices in this country, but we could be doing a lot worse, but we're not. So, patiently persevere through that hardship and keep moving forward, because you can do that in this country. And remember, don't get brainwashed. Make sure when you vote for someone, it is someone who's going to make sure that you're taken care of as an American just as well as someone else that's an American. Because the president that you vote for should say things like this.
America first.
And remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this on all platforms so we can help this message get out. Because we as Americans have to look out for us. Because if no one else does, who will? So until next time, peace.
The American public is not stupid. They're not going to buy this.
The American public are a bunch of fucking morons. You know it and I know it. They will buy whatever we sell.